What up, YouTube? You got a Sarge here. It's a Saturday evening in the backyard. Shout out to Crap Nation crew. What up, Crap Nation people? Hey, good luck to everybody that's hitting the casino this weekend. And yeah, hey, hope you make a little money doing it, man. Have some fun, right? So yep, been out the net. The old Sarge been out the net for about the last 2 or 3 weeks here. Went down to St. Thomas, Virgin Islands. Back home. Took my mom, just flew down there with my mom. She's coming up at 90. Was helping her just get the house situated and stuff. Because she hadn't been home in a couple of, about 5-6 months. She'd been up here kicking it with myself and my sisters. And looks like a hard 6. And yeah, so went down there. Got her situated, did the usual stuff, hit up the beach, all that fun stuff, but I bust ass when I was down there. She had some work there for me to do as usual. When you guys think of the islands, the Caribbean, all that stuff, it's like, yeah, fun stuff. When I think of it, it's like, oh yeah, time to go to work. So anyhow, stayed about 10 days down there home, and then left there, and headed to Alabama, right? Whoopa. Thanks so. 426 front line. Headed to Alabama to go see my kids. And I got 3 kids there in Bama. Yeah, they're always going to be kids in your eyes, hell. Let's see, 35, 40, 41. Anyhow, one of them was out the net. So me and my son, my oldest son and daughter, went down to Tunica, down in Ed's old stomping ground down there. Ed rolled to win. Shout out to Ed. He had given me some good info on what to expect down there. And appreciate that, bro. That worked out very nice. Thank you. Let's see, try to stay at the Gold Strike. Wasn't any room. So, what's the other one next door? We stayed next door to the Gold Strike. I don't know. Having a senior moment right now. I know I'm 59 years old. Having a senior moment. I know, guys. So, yeah. All right. Let's get this out. Come on, roll. Thanks, so. 639. And yeah, so we went down there to Tunica and just did an overnighter. Fine establishment, beautiful place down there. When we got there, the what the hell's the name of that the other casino? Anyhow, there was only one table open, which was the E table. So me, my son, and daughter all got on there, and I was, showing them. They're not too familiar with the game. Well, they're familiar enough, from playing with Dad. But had them get on the table there with me, and we had a ball. Especially my daughter, just taking up the dice and flinging them jokers in there. 639 front line, and yeah. So after we got down there about 2 or 3 o'clock in the day on that Thursday afternoon, then we, like I said, played on that E table for a bit to roll to win. Then we went next door to Gold Strike, and they had about let's see, two or three tables open. They normally, they're pretty hot in there. Action was hot, and I think all the tables are $15 table, of course. I guess that's the norm nowadays. $115 and the other ones were $25. So I got on a $15 table there, and I got this thing now where on the come out roll I just feel invincible throwing the chopper, and so like I'm about to do now. I call working through the chopper on the come out. Everybody, all the dealers looked at me like I was crazy. You working? Yeah, I'm working. Hell yeah, I'm working. Because I went 160 across. Yeah, hit the 8. And yeah, after that I switched back to the, that's why I call it a hybrid. Switched back to my 3-finger grip. And went on to put together some decent rolls. Set 2, 3, 5. Put together some decent rolls down there. You know, I felt a little uncomfortable because at first, again, gotta remember I was at home in St. Thomas for about 10 days, so I hadn't touched the dice in that long. And then, you know, here it is, I gotta get dialed in and all that stuff. Oh, that was a come out roll. Actually, no, 9, 8, actually 8, yeah. So, anyhow, so, but once I got, you know, quickly got dialed in, I felt, you know, the tables over Ghost Strike, was a little semi-bouncy, you know, but I was able to, didn't bother me too much, you know. And like I said, I had rolls of normally about 8 to 12. 2 on 3. I had some yo-yo sessions, you know, going up and down, and I keyed in over Gold Strike. I keyed in on one guy. I noticed that he was setting, and his when he released the dice, he had a real nice tight, let's say, shot group. His dice was landing, staying to get in the air, landing tightly, so I could tell he was a practice, you know, shooter, you know. And so I decided, you know what? Besides myself, I'll bet on him. Everyone else, I went 6-8 on him. I plussed up a little, and I think I went. It was a $15 table, so I'd go 96 across on him. When I got the dice in my hand, of course, I went 160 across on myself, and made a little money on that fella, because he had some very nice rolls. Very nice rolls. Dice out. 639. And yeah, that guy made me some money. I had some very good rolls. I think I even got in the crapless crap. Had a nice 15 roll hand on the crapless crap table. On the crapless crap, I hit the small, and I hit the tall and needed a 2 for the small. And so I was throwing my I was throwing my 5-1 5-4-1-5 set, and I went to the kissing threes, 2-3, 2-6, 6-2, and man, I went on to just had a decent roll, but never could get that 2. And snake eyes wouldn't come. Everything else came many a times. I think yeah, ended up with about a 26 roll hand at one time. But all that being said, I had a couple of pit boss started to give me shit about setting the dice. Taking too long to set the dice for the chopper, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Normally, when I you know, set the chopper up, stack the dice, of course, I will come in over the top and kind of take my time and, sliding them down the dice, get them nice and tight the way I want them, and get my hand in place. Dice out. Aces. How about that? Same aces I needed for the small. And they was like, "You taking too long. You taking too long." I'm like, okay, fine. So I went ahead and, anytime he was taking too long with a chopper, I would just go to a regular 3-finger grip, and get in there and line them up. Let them rip 549. But what was pissing me off is they would tell me that I'm taking too long, and then the dice will go to these other guys, and you know the guys I'm talking about. They would stay there throwing them in the corner, teasing them up, doing this shit for damn near 15 minutes, and they wouldn't say shit to them. But they gonna give me a rass of shit, cause again, like I've always said, you hear me say this over and over, and even Cashier Cage, what up Cage? Shout out to Cage, would say, the chopper's unforgiving. You if you throw it right, you'll be rewarded. If you throw it wrong, you're gonna get spanked. And especially since I was using it on all my come-outs, 100% on the come-outs, I used the chopper. I would want to make sure that I'm taking my time, okay? Set the stack up, coming over the top, nice and gentle. Try not to move them too much. Get my fingers in place the way I want them. Dice out. 538, frontline winner. And let them rip. And they would be giving me shit. So once I started getting heat from the pit, I said, okay, let me try to speed it up. I just went to a regular 3-finger grip, and it didn't stop me if it came to a come out roll like now. I'd be working, and set them up. And look, I got $160 out there. Hot 8. I'm gonna take my time and throw them damn dice, and yeah. So the dealers were great. The dealers were great. I always put the dealers up on the ATS, 555. Did a 212 for the dealers. Made them a little money when I hit the tall. And I guess the 2 pit boss did their change of shift. I looked up and there was another guy there. So all of a sudden, I noticed, the dice went around the table. When it was coming back to me, I noticed he just kind of came over, like a panther on the prowl, and was just sitting there waiting for me to touch the dice. And I was like, okay. So as soon as I pick him up, he was standing there just straight up waiting on me so he could say some shit. 639. And yeah, so I know the other pit boss, when they switched out, had briefed them up on me like, hey, watch that guy, he's a dice influencer. Ooh, just a practice shooter, man. And yeah, so he stood there and watched every throw that I made. Kind of pissed me off, But look, my dice hit the back wall every time. I ain't trying to cheat the damn casino. This is not about that. You guys know the Sarge. But I guess they wanted to, make sure that I was doing whatever, so he's taking too long. Midnight, too long my ass. I'm taking too long, but everybody else that's all them other guys that's there, you know, throwing them in the corner, waiting for the, you know what they doing? They throwing them in the corner, trying to get a 7 to come up. So as soon as they see a 7, okay, a 7 came, so that means they can't come again and throw them out real quick. Whatever, that's their thing. But they never said shit to any of those guys, and a whole bunch of folks on the table was doing it. So, but they was giving me shit. Anyhow, that's the only thing that kind of pissed me off down there. Other than that, had a great time. Had a great time. Right. Dice up. 2-1-3. And yeah, dinner time. Went over to the steakhouse at Gold Strike, and yeah, man, we excellent meal. Great steakhouse. Great. Boy, we had some steaks that was literally hanging off the plate. That was some good shit. So I like it down there in Tunica. And I tell you what, something that Ed always talk about that I got to experience was that automatic buy. That auto buy on the 5 and the 9, and actually in the 4 and the 10 was great. And yeah, I like I said, I was playing 160 across, so I got to reap the benefits of it. So and you know, I did my usual press for 5 hits and regrets. Didn't get around to the Parsons press. I wanted to, but I was so off track. Here we go. Dice out. 5-4-9. Nina. And like I said, I had some great rolls down there. Played a little blackjack with my son. His thing is blackjack, you know, he's trying to get into the card counting thing. It's like, good luck on that fella. and played some slots with my daughter, and she loved that one-arm bandit just like my mom. You know, normally it's her and my mom hanging out, and yeah, she did okay in the slots. She did okay. So yeah, I mean, dice up. 6-1, and devil raised his head. So let's see. I was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Hit 3 point. That was a 17 roll hand. Yeah. Like I said, it's been a couple days now since, again, when you're traveling like that, there was so much that I was doing from the time I left here a couple weeks ago, going down to St. Thomas, you know, about 10 days down there, then leaving there and then going to Alabama and hanging out with the kids and stuff. You know, when you don't touch the dice in a while, then you go in the casino, it's not the ideal situation. Kind of like, normally if I'm going down to Choctaw, which is about 3 hours from my house, you know, the night before I get a good practice session in, and that morning I'll get up and just, you know, come out here and throw the dice before we go. So I'm in the zone, I feel locked in. But when you like how I was just traveling, you know, all over the place, you know, I didn't have, you know, access to my travel rig or my phone rig. So yeah, but I quickly got dialed in once I got on the table, and you know, the chopper worked out well. I worked. Okay, yeah. So here's what happened now. I worked 100% of my come out throws with the chopper. Okay, and I'll show you. Here it goes. Stack them up. Chopper. 516 working, right? So I worked 100% of all my come out throws. Normally going for my usual 5 hits and regress. And everything worked like a charm, okay? I even a $25 table. I played it. Most of the table were $15 table. I think the crapless crap table might have jumped up to $25. I got on there and played on there and went. Didn't go 160 across on there. I think I went covered all the numbers all the way across at $15 a pop. Was at 157 or something like that, you know. And got my 5 rolls in. Then, well, yeah, 15. Well, I didn't regress. Went on to have a nice about 10 roll or so. Took a hit. 7 came. Gave back a little money. But now, where was I going with this? Oh yeah. So at the end of the night, when everything was winding down, I was like, all right, let me go for broke here. Kind of already had a nice profit of about about $700, and I was doing good. And so I went 320 across. Okay, loaded up, went 320 across on a regular crap table, not a crapless crap. And like I said, up until then, everything was just all the stars had aligned perfect, you know. And guess what? Yep. I go ahead, put together the stack, and get ready to throw that chopper. And guess what? Wouldn't you know it? Big Red came knocking. Oh, 320 across. Rake him down. And guess what? That's the come out roll. It's like, ouch. Now you got to go back up. So I was like, okay, screw it. I'll go 160 across. No big deal. I'll be all right. Right? It's like, sir, are you still working? Hell yeah, I'm working. Now I'm pissed. So, all right, dice come back, set them up, take my time, line everything up. Dice out. Wish it went like how it went here. That's a 639. I threw another frigging 7 on the come out. Back to back come out 7s. Okay? That right there kind of threw my whole game plan off. Because if I had made it at 320, I was only planning to stay in it for about 2, no more than 3 hits and quickly regressing. And instead, I ended up throwing 2 come out 7s. Had to set back up another 160. The dice are still in my hand. And I don't know. I think I might have PSO'd then. Because, yeah, the roll, maybe I had a 2. Maybe I think I got about 2 rolls in, then I 7'd out. So, yeah, that really screwed up everything. And at that stage, I was ready to call it a night. Frustrated, gave the profits back. So the 700 I was up for the night quickly vanished in just a come out roll. So I love working the come out. When I'm throwing the chopper, I feel confident in it, but I get a little too cocky sometimes. That's what happened. That's what happened. I got too cocky. So anyhow, all that being said, Tunica was a blast. My little world tour trip that I went on to St. Thomas, everything was great. Went to the beach, hung out with friends, you know, got to kick it with mom, you know, ate like a king. Mom stuffed the shit out of me, probably looking a little chunky here. But all that being said, yeah, the Sarge is back, and hope to make one of these meets here. I know everybody's heading to Vegas. What is it, in May? I just came back from, when I go home, it's not just about the work too. I spend a shitload of cash help doing stuff for the family and just getting everybody situated, from my mom to my daughter, and just getting everybody set up. So I gotta recoup, get the bankroll back together, get everything back lined up, and I know. But you can rest assured, I'll be making a run to Chalk Taco too, sometime here in the near future, and yeah, looking forward to making a run to Vegas and meeting up with the Crap Nation crew. All right, yo, this been the Sarge, shutting it down the backyard on a Saturday night. Take care, my peeps. Sarge out.